All right, and welcome to another episode of The Late Show with T and J. My name is Jovan, and we have our co-host here, Tanner. Tanner, how are we doing today?
I'm good. I just turned 30, so I'm kicking off the next decade of my life.
From what I remember the other day, your dirty 30s are starting off
I got hit
in
by
a
a
way.
truck. My sister and I got hit by a truck. She cracked a rib.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
young.
Well, yeah, that's right. She was going to the hospital the day that we
She messed up
spoke.
her finger. She cracked a rib, and I just had a stiff back because it felt like someone just punched me in,
Wow.
my back. I made a joke.
You also work out, so your back muscles are.
No, it was. You can tell there's a difference in pain, stiffness.
Let me get my damn joke up. Man, shit.
I'm gonna cut you off.
You're like, nah, fuck that.
I did the Mike Tyson thing. When he's like, I broke my back. He's like, what's the injury? He goes, spinal.
Just
Spinal.
this is in bad taste, bro. This is...
But he's like, oh, you hurt your back. Like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, spinal. He didn't get it. I was really bad.
All I have is that clip in my head now. It's just in the middle of the spinal.
Man, you want to kick off with that story? You want me to run that real fast?
Oh, yeah, run that story back. Let the audience know how crazy your 30s are starting off, because it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, all right. So I turned 30 on the 14th, which was a Thursday. So I was working that day and just kind of relaxed because I didn't want to go to work hungover or any type of way. So planned for Friday night. And I'm thinking, okay, we're still in the pandemic, and I figure there's not gonna be a lot of people at the Hill.
What is the Hill?
What is the
Hill? They don't know.
And it's the country. A lot of people don't care. It's fine. Whatever. I just was surprised that it was gonna be so packed. So my brother's girlfriend, Marissa, Sierra, Denver, Bob came out, and Brandon. So it was all of us, and we went to our, we were having a good time. It was just nothing but laughs. It was a really good time. It was like exactly what we wanted and needed. And then this just comes up. Like, Dakota's very obviously with Marissa. He's got his arm around her. So this drunk dude comes up, taps her on the shoulder, and says, "My friend Jeff wants to buy you a drink." And she's like, "Who the fuck is Jeff? And who the hell are you? Like, I don't know you guys." I was like, "Whatever." But so she was like, "Whatever about it." And Dakota didn't care about it whatsoever either. And then they go up to the bar, and then the dude and his buddy come up to them and said something about like they made a bet, and then they had no issue in just like getting right to it and saying that they wanted to fuck Marissa in the ass with no lube.
That's just disrespectful.
Yeah, so at that point we're like, what the fuck? So they were actually staring at our table, so we were, we're stubborn, we're staring back, we're like, all right, if this is the way this is going. And then the guy who is called Jeff, apparently his name is Dale, so that was the guy just made an excuse to come over. So he came over apologizing on their behalf because he wanted nothing to do with it. He didn't want any of the smoke. All right. And he knew Brandon too, and him and Brandon are on the best of terms, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon was immediately like, yeah, we accept your apology, now get the hell out of here, pretty much. So the guy goes back, and we decide to leave. So Sierra goes to the bathroom, she comes out, and then that same dude who came over and tapped Marissa on the shoulder, he's staring Denver down. And Denver being, maybe a little bit more ready to go to war than the rest of us, was the wrong one to stare at. Mm-hmm. So he goes, like,
right,
asking for it.
Back
so
in.
He walks over.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I knew. I'm like, all right, we're doing this. So we get up there, we're chirping, that guy's chirping, and the two get up, and they're these two fat dudes just puffing out their stomachs and their titties.
Not even their chest, just their stomachs.
Yeah, just one wing away from diabetes. And so like that gets kind of, Sierra gets a little ghetto, she's ratchet, she's got nothing but attitude. So she brings it, she went 0 to 100 way faster than any of us did. We were trying to like, you know,
reel her back in.
Yeah, kind of hard though, because she's squirrely. She's squirrely.
Yeah,
She's
I've seen her get in some fights before. Yeah,
when she's trying to cut up, she's a squirrely little girl. So the bouncer splits us apart. We go outside. We leave first. We're just warming up our cars, and then they come back out and they start talking some more shit. And calling Sierra like a skank and a slut. So then she's already, there's no calming her down.
Mm-hmm.
They say that, she's going faster than the Flash. Beeline. So dude gets in her face and some shit goes down, and Denver comes and pushes the dude, and they pretty much took off. But like, so it was really weird. Some other people somehow got in the scrap. People we had.
Yeah, I didn't understand how that happened.
I don't know either. We're all still trying to figure out how that happened. No one like they like.
Were they just drunk and wanted to hop in?
I think so.
I mean, some people get like that, where they see a fight, they're like, "Hey, we in there."
Yeah.
It's just out of nowhere.
So there was this dude on top of Sierra. I got him off her, and I'm pretty much trying to tell him like, "All right, this is enough. We gotta go." So I take her to I'm trying to walk her to the car, and next thing I know, I see like lights, and I'm like, I feel it, And
yeah.
We're both like screaming, like, "What the? He's going. He's speeding up." So we both. I forgot how she was able to get out of the way with me, but I kind of like rolled off to the side, and like, took her and like done some damage to the window, hitting it, and then that was just my reaction.
Now,
what? So back to it. Okay. All right. So continuing the story after the brief technical issue. So
you're gonna make me put in a little bleep now because you said something. Yeah. I guided you back in. We were like back on course, and you're like, "Nope, we had some technical difficulty. You just wouldn't let it drop."
That's my point. Yeah.
I was just gonna let it rock, man. Now I gotta do something about it.
I messed up.
Now I gotta put in a bit about this. So keep going.
All right. So, like I was saying, Sierra and I rolled off to the driver's side, and at that point, Denver had already done some damage to the window. So my reaction was because I wanted to get to the dude. So, I punched it, and his window was all fucked up, like nothing but spider webs. One, like, it was probably ready to just like be flicked and shattered. And then he takes off and he starts speeding up, and at that point, like, I'm seeing red, and I'm not about to let this guy get away. So I don't know how I caught up to him, but I caught up to him and jumped into the cab of his truck because it was open. And then he started speeding up and taking off. Like, he took off down the hill. I remember Denver telling me that he said he was scared that might have been the last time he ever saw me because, like, I was all alone. He didn't know, like, what that dude had.
You mean the bed, not cab?
No, right? It was the cab.
You were in the truck?
It was in the cab. Like, you know how they'll have the bed of the trucks and they have cab on top of it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think that's a cab. That's you're talking about the lid on top?
It's not the lid. It's like an actual
cap over the back of the bed.
Bed of the truck, yeah.
That's not the cab.
I'm pretty sure it's a cab. We'll look it up.
Pretty sure the cab is where the people are.
Well, that's where people were, me. So
that's not how that works.
If a mouse goes outside, is it a rat? Or no, isn't it? If a mouse goes inside, is it a rat? And if a rat goes outside, is it a mouse?
In trucking, the cab or cabin is the driver compartment of the trucker.
Cabin, that's what it is. The cabin, though. correct?
No, cab and cabin are the same thing. That's where the driver is. That's where the people are. The better the truck can have a topper is what it's called.
Right,
Over.
Right.
So you were
flat one. It wasn't flat.
There was a lid over it.
Like, yeah, it was like that. I don't know. I think I can do it.
Okay. Anywho, now that we've gone on this side tangent.
I don't own a truck. I don't know anything about trucks, and I don't want one.
I'm like, I know it's not a cab though. Yeah. my truck, anyway. Dallas owns a truck, and he'd be mad at me if I sat by and just let that happen.
So I get out because he ends up trying to like brake check me to like, I don't know, maybe move me around and bounce me up, mess me up. But I like timed one of them where because he was drunk, so his brakes were a little bit lingered, and I just kind of waited for like the perfect time to jump out, and then I jumped out, and then he comes out and he starts walking towards me with his hand behind his back. So I don't know if he's got a knife or a gun or whatnot. So I start backing up, and then his buddy, who was trying to get into it on his side, pulls up beside me, and again I'm like, great, I'm in a scenario where I might get jumped again, kind of like the bottle incident where I broke the bottle over that dude's head, and then all of his friends come running after me, and I think, okay, I'm about to get fucked up, but then they actually just tell me to like, they're like, go. Same thing.
I don't know.
Same thing happened. He comes over and he tells his buddy to leave, and he's asking me if I'm okay. And like I told you, like in the moment, I'm like, now you want to be a good guy? Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? But I mean, you made a good point about how someone's viewpoint could change.
I mean, when you see your friend try and run over people in a drunken rage like that's kind of an eye opener. So
yeah,
that's just being sensible.
He might switch up how he's thinking about the whole situation. I get that.
Yeah, that's too far. That's understandably too far.
So yeah, so we gave our depositions. The bouncer and bartenders helped us find out who it was. His name's John Cook, so if anybody finds him,
send him your way. Well, don't do that because you're going to court, so be sensible.
Find him. I gotta call tomorrow and see what's going on with that.
Yeah. Especially
since Sierra has a crap from it. I mean, that makes it more serious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a drunken hit and run.
Well, depending on
Shit.
Attempted vehicular manslaughter is, I think, one of the max penalties that could go towards that.
Yeah.
Which is serious shit.
That was my 30th.
Bringing in the 30.
And I just wanted, you know how I always say, like, if anybody like asks me what I'm doing for my birthday, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just doing something small. So I'm low key with my small circle.
This is why.
And then I turned 30.
Step out one time.
Well, one time.
That's funny, dude. Well, I mean, I guess, not to go to that bar. I've never really felt comfortable at that bar, but I'm also a black man in the middle of the woods.
I mean, I'm not insinuating anything, but that's what, my mom, I was 12.
I can't say that I'm speaking more for myself. I can't say that for you.
Not for me specifically.
I know for me,
you
see me get stares there for no apparent reason, and that's not a place I'm comfortable with. There's a part 2 to your 30s though.
It's a great place, and the people who own it are awesome.
It was nice when I was there. It was just awkward being stared at.
Yeah, it's just some of the backcountry folk that go there. The regulars.
Yeah. There's a part 2 to your 30s there, man.
It's a way to start off the 30s. More wild than my 20s.
Just take a quick peek behind you. I think that there's a story to be told.
Yes, also, so another way I kicked off my 30th birthday.
I don't actually know why I would ever bring this up because this is not a good look for you, boy.
No, it's
not on my end. No, this is bad.
Because now we're more like, now we're more, now we're tighter. So let me say something. All right, so Jovan, my boy, sends me a text message. What do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, you know,
mistake number one. No,
yeah.
Mistake number one.
I'm like, you know me. I don't ever really. I'm not one for gifts. And then what was your response? You said
No, because you ended up saying that you wanted either me to fly out there or for you to get a flight out here, and I said, nigga, be reasonable. Are you just gonna look it up? Just go look up the text?
I'm looking up exactly what you said.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Or something. I said something. Shit. I feel like I got my hand on the Bible, like I'm in a court of law or some shit.
Just so you know.
You did not say that, sir. This is what you said. Fuck.
Okay, all right. So it was a little bit more ridiculous. All right, so you say anything you want for your birthday, something just for you, and I replied to be young and happy.
Oh yeah, that's I forgot about
to
that.
be young and happy. And then you just had like a blank face emoji. So then I said,
I'm like, yo, I can't do that for you.
I said, tough to answer, man. You know me, I'm not a big gift guy. Ideally, I'd like to either visit in Minnesota for you to come here. So then you go. I'm not saying
you just do it. I said, nigga, be reasonable.
Reasonable price range. Ever heard of it?
Oh shit!
And for some reason, this plays back in my mind, and I really thought that my response was for nothing bad to happen to anyone ever again.
No, you never said that to me.
I don't know why, but that's what I thought.
I'm like, hey, if you did send that, maybe that shit wouldn't have happened. See, that's where you messed up.
But instead, I wanted to be young and happy.
Yeah, selfish. See, that's what it was. You were selfish.
So then, after you said that, I said whiskey, chocolates in a heart-shaped box, and a love note. And then you say, what's the address you would like me to send your items?
Because in my head, I'm like, I go and talk to her immediately after, because I got that, and I was like, I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. I hate this man. I go upstairs, I go talk to Jill. I'm like, yo, Jill, see what this man just sent me? And she reads it up. She's like, well, what are you gonna do? I was like, well, you know I gotta do it. I'm gonna hate every bit of it, but you know I gotta.
Yes, sir.
I asked the question. I fucked up.
Right into it.
I said I fucked up. So.
And then what else? It was something about Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'm getting to that. Yeah. So we're sitting there because I left and then I came back, and because I'm trying to find chocolates at the time. I'm like, because I walked back upstairs pissed. I'm like, yo, this man has got me buying chocolate. And he wants a love note. I'm like, yo,
heart-shaped box of chocolate.
And here I am on Amazon, pissed off, but doing it. And I'm like, all right, so I pick out the one, because we went through the list. It was like Ferrero Rocher, Lindt, Godiva had some, like it was all the expensive ones too, like fuck. And I go ahead and order it, and she's like, you know you're his Valentine now. I said, I dropped my head so low. I hate my fucking life. Bro, because I'm like, your birthday is literally 1 month from Valentine's Day. And I'm like, no. I'm like, Jill, I can't even get you anything now. I had already bought him stuff. And she's like, you're right. No, you're his Valentine. I'm like, you know what? First of all, I'm mad that you even agreed and you going along with this joke. I was really hoping you would stop. And she's going with it. I'm like, that's not right, y'all. And then what? I order your bottle. I was gonna get it engraved But then I saw that was $50, and I said that he is not worth that, bro. That bottle, when you add in shipping and all that extra jazz, alone was like $63. And then the chocolates was like 12. I had a coupon. Oh, but the notes though. Did you get both notes?
I got the notes. I got the notes.
Cause I ain't going down like no bitch. First of all, hold on. I want y'all to know I'm still a man. First of all, I'm still a man.
This is your love note. ... Enjoy from Javon McGray. Even in the text, you can feel your disappointment.
My pure disdain for the situation I'm in.
And then the next one, here you jerk. I love you, brother. Happy 30th.
A little more sentimental.
Yeah. Getting framed. Like I said, I'm gonna finish this bottle and I'm gonna put them in the bottle.
I should. Hold on. Did I toss? I think Oh, I brought it back upstairs. My other bottle. Because I think it's that same one. I think I got the 1884 as well. The next one I'm getting is the 56. Actually, Jill's thinking about getting me the full care package, which is like 5 bottles. But they're all commemorative. Can you not do that? As you can see, I'm trying to move past. I'm trying to get past this. Holy, you've been mowing.
A couple here or there.
Couple here or there. This fucking guy. You know I hate my life now though, right? You know what you did? You understand? It's good whiskey though. Tell them about it. Tell them about it.
You tell them about it while I enjoy it.
Alright, well that's an asshole move. Just go sit there, pour up your drink, and just be like, no, you tell them. So what I ended up getting, Tanner, is something that's pretty near to me as far as one of my favorite brands of alcohol, let alone whiskey at that. And that is Uncle Nearest. And that's by the family, Uncle Nearest. He taught Jack Daniels how to make his whiskey. And Uncle Nearest was a slave turned farmhand turned distiller, master distiller down the line, which is just like one of the best come up stories that you can have, you know, to go from being on a plantation to deciding to not leave that area, become a master distiller and a prominent name in that area. I mean, that's a big thing for a black person to do, you know. So I absolutely just love it. It's got such a smooth flavor and taste to it. Doesn't really burn at all, which I like. I personally take it neat. That's the only way to do it. If you do otherwise, fuck you. I don't know. I do damn near all my drinks neat though. But y'all know that from, I think, our first or second episode, something like that, where we did our list of favorite alcohols and our crazy stories that go along with it.
Did we do that?
Did we only talk about doing that and not do it?
We only talked about doing it, then we never got around to doing it because...
Oh, bro. Shit. Well, I know it's coming next time.
Yeah, I'm almost positive we didn't do that.
I'm out here doing fucking, what is it called? Spoilers.
Yeah, remember that thing we did that we never did?
Yeah, we never did. We talked about it heavy.
The idea about it was so good. We thought we did it. We thought we killed it. Like, well, it was nice, wasn't it?
Well, no, hold on. Did we not do it? Well, fuck. Anyhow. So I got him this bottle that I really enjoy. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I just say you should check it out because it's an amazing company with an amazing backstory and history behind it. But yeah, no, it is fucking good. I love it.
It is.
You're gonna make it last so long in comparison to me. I bought my first bottle. I bought my first bottle this year. It was done in like a week.
Yeah. Well, also, I'm not a big drink. Like I drink, but
I drink more than you. And even then, I don't drink heavy. It's just that I've wanted that since I've known about it, like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't find it, and I never really took the time to look online for it. And then I finally did this year because stimulus money, I think that first time around, I was like, I'm finally doing it. It was good. I still have the empty bottle. I'm not going to get rid of it. That's my first one. That's the one I'm keeping.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna keep this one.
Honestly, I figured you would. Honestly, yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice bottle.
Yeah, it is.
There is sentimental attachments to it now.
Do you still have the booklet? Did it come with the booklet?
Yeah, but I actually gave that to Glenn to check out.
Oh, okay. Well, you should put that back.
I left it on the counter.
Glenn, give it back.
Yeah, it should be in the kitchen still. Maybe I can go pick it up.
Yeah, no, that's a whole unit. Those go together.
Yeah, no, I still like beer, but it's mostly Guinness.
Yeah, it's more the flavored. I don't really do anything domestic, I'd say.
And now I don't necessarily drink to get drunk. I drink for just the enjoyment and taste of it.
Right.
Sometimes I will drink.
Sometimes I want to drink to get drunk, but more so it's I want to taste it.
Yeah. And now whiskey, I drink whiskey when I'm in like certain moods, not when I'm in a bad mood. I feel like drinking whiskey when you're in a bad mood is not a good mix.
I don't have different reactions like that based on like the type of alcohol.
Right.
You know, like some people, they're like, well, I can't drink vodka because like Sierra should not drink vodka.
I don't drink vodka just 'cause I think it's disgusting. I don't like vodka. And
I used to drink a lot of vodka, but now it's definitely more whiskey, brandy, your bourbon whiskeys or your Scotch whiskeys. A lot of whiskeys in there.
I always ask. It's funny because I'll go to a bar and I'll ask for an old fashioned, and just it's a look I get from the bartender. I don't know why, but I always
because you seem like a hipster.
But I'm not dressed like I don't dress like a hipster.
Dude, you got major hipster vibes. It's like innate. It's nothing you do. It's all right.
It's just a quality.
No. So
it's not a quality. No, not a quality.
All right. Think of your outfits, right? And then think of the quintessential hipster. So you will wear khakis, flannel, Vans, or some Chucks. A hipster,
Converse,
or khaki.
Converse.
I said Chucks, Chuck Taylors, or Converse.
I don't call them
Chuck Taylors.
Names, all right?
Get the fuck over it. I called it that.
Word.
I called it that. You didn't, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Anywho, a hipster wears khakis, flannel, Vans, Chucks. Are you seeing a difference? Because guess what? I'm not. I'm not. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, most hipsters all look Canadian in that sense, and you fall in that. You fall in that boat, especially right now. I found a way to bring it back. You Canadian white.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The amount that you hated that when I first came up with it. I had to run it back. The audience had to see that one.
That one slayed me.
Because you told me what you felt that one for a couple of days.
It kept playing around in my head. You're Canadian white. You're Canadian white. You're Canadian white. and all I kept hearing was the Wicked Witch of the West music in the background. Canadian white, you're Canadian white.
No, what was the other one I had? Because I had some stingers. What was that first one I had?
You're making fun of my haircut.
Oh. Well, I've called you Justin Bieber.
While I was quarantined, and I buzzed my hair.
Bro, you look like a serial killer.
I'm getting some texture back.
Man, I bet you can't wait till you have your Bieber flow again.
Listen, I had that flow before that kid even started singing.
But he made it popular, not you.
That's fine. I just don't like that whenever my hair gets just a little shaggy, it looks nothing like Justin
Yo, bro, don't get mad though.
No, because this has been happening since Bieber came out, and everyone's been like, "Wait, nice hair, Bieber."
You need your 2-minute rant. Do you need a timer start?
Nah. Bother me.
It doesn't? No?
No.
Man, that sulking ass look. Man, I've done that sometimes where I'm just sitting there brooding with my glass. It looks like evil villain style.
You're just like, you always have to hold it up here too.
Right, it's always like by your temple or something. Like it's gonna help your thoughts. That's not how alcohol works, first of all. It's
like,
nigga, why on your forehead though? Right? Or the long extended arm where it's just
then when your hands covering the glass like this.
Dude, the slouch, the fucking
And then you got motherfuckers that just kind of like
just the swirl. You gotta give it the whole wrist. But that's more if you got like a wine glass or a short little sherry cup, you know?
I feel like such an asshole doing this with the stare. You gotta
Bro, wait. Well, I don't do that ever alluring look like you just tried to seduce somebody. But I've definitely done it while pissed off in a room by myself, and I'm like, well, this looks fucked up. I'm planning to take over the world in my part. just dark and brooding.
Why are you sitting in the dark like a creepy vampire? Brooding, planning.
Bro, it'd be like that sometimes. He's just hit him with the cliche, man. It'd be like that. Nah, dude. One of my cats. One of his nicknames is Mr. Broody Brood because he will sit in the shadows, just eyes peering out like out a corner or something. And I'm like, bro, why? Why? He's just all right. So, say there's like a post. He will have his head just peeking, and you look at him like, bro, I know you see me. Seeing me. Like, bro, we made eye contact. We damn near had a conversation. Why are you sitting there like that? They don't get up and walk away like,
who's that?
Until next time.
He's like, you won this round, Gypsy.
This one. And I'm like, bro, I see you. I got eyes. Because usually it's never making eye contact at first. He's just like looking at your body. It's just like body level.
Has your cat made like any weird noises? Like just the way they growl or they're like that stupid sound. It sounded more like an angry cow just now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you really did. They don't. Percy doesn't like his bath, so noises. He might as well be getting murdered. It's like skinning a cat, dude. This is fucking crazy. First of all, let me sidetrack there. Where did skinning a cat come from, and why were people doing that? It's like, because that's a phrase that's meant to say like it's difficult or something. It was, like it's pulling teeth or something. And I'm like, or the cat's out of the bag now. Like, how did that become a secret? And why are cats in bags? Like, and this isn't my like this. The second one isn't my thought. It's actually from a bit that Tony Baker does, and I'm like, this dude is absolutely right. Who's putting cats in bags? Who's skinning cat? Like, where did these old timey phrases come from?
What was it? Glass houses sink ships.
I've heard don't throw a rock in a glass house.
I remember hearing.
I don't know.
I feel like
I don't know. Some of these old phrases are just like, it's just weird. Like they sound cruel. It's raining cats and dogs. That one's got to be because cats and dogs fight, right? So like it's aggressive. It's a hard, like, they're going at it. It's a spat, you know. That one makes sense. I get that one.
It is weird.
It's weird. I don't know. That was a weird sidetrack, but you ever just think about it? These weird phrases. Anyone in the audience, you just think about some of the weird phrases you've heard over time and be like, where did that come from?
Right. Now you got me thinking. I'm trying to think of like any weird ones.
Right? And I'm like, it's never a question that you want to hear when you've been smoking, because, man, it'll throw you for a loop.
This isn't like anything on the same realm, but the saying I hate is "if the shoe fits."
Why?
I don't know.
That one makes sense.
I know, but I hear it. I feel like I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't like the.
If the shoe fits, lace that bitch up then.
Right. Well, that one's kind of funny for me, but just straight up, well, if the shoe fits, it makes me want to throw a boomerang at a motherfucker.
I mean, that is the boomerang. It is the sin back of like, well, I mean, why are you mad though? If the shoe fits, like, right. It's kind of who you are.
I guess I hate when it's mostly said.
People say it just cocky as fuck though.
I think that's it. I think it's the cockiness in the delivery.
Yeah, no, on the rebuttal, they're like, well, if the shoe fits, like they're like on some bullshit. Like, yo, bro, first of all, I'm just now realizing I got this personality trait. Don't come at me like that. You know what I mean? Because that's really what it is. It's usually like a personality trait that someone's like mad about, and then you're like, well, shit. Nah, fuck that. That's not me. And they're like, well, if the shoe fits. Let me be in denial. Come on now. I'm mad.
So
that one's just a cocky thing, I think.
So to kind of change the subject. I don't know why. It just
this was a random tangent. I'm not even worried about it.
Now that we're about an hour into this,
bro,
we've been on another hiatus.
Yeah, okay. Because we kind of just skipped past that, and I thought for a moment we might not say anything. But, all right, so long story short, as in the last episode, we had mentioned life was just kind of taking its toll and doing what it does, and then life decided to do some more. So, hey, shit. Some time had to be taken away, and for a moment it seemed like might have closed production on this, and then I told Tanner I disagree.
That's all he said. Like a month. I'm pretty sure like a month later it feels.
Like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Close to it. I disagree. I'm just like, about fucking what?
I accepted it at first. I just said okay. And then I gave you my call of how I felt. And then that next week was I was just kind of a bit depressed about it because I was like, well, fuck, what do I have now? And then that next week after, I was like, I'm just gonna do it by myself. And then I talked to a few people over the past week, and I was like, nah, screw that. He's staying on the show. So called him up the other day. I disagree.
Just when I thought I was out, pulled me right back in.
And I said, First of all, if I'm gonna buy you alcohol and chocolates and love notes, you gonna be on the show. Like, that's for damn sure. Nah, you ain't going out here looking like I'm trifling.
No,
I'm some simp. Nah, I ain't
we can
doing
make
that.
it work. It was just a transition of what I was going through at the time.
And that's understandable, and that's something to work with. But I've always worked with it, and it's seemed to have been an ever evolving type of show from our first episode. We go a little bit more freelance just to keep the enjoyability of it up. If we feel comfortable with it.
I was gonna say that's where it feels like we had a different plan. The
Plans change.
We wanted to do more interviews.
I still want to. No, we're still gonna throw that back in. Speaking of which, yeah. So go ahead.
And we wanted to do like some cultural stuff, but honestly, it really feels like it's been a little bit more about our life and our dynamic of our friendship.
Yeah, it has turned out to that. But it's just using our natural dynamic, though.
Yeah.
It's just something that we already have instead of being so procedural about everything. Because honestly, that idea came from me, and that's because I saw every kind of other podcast doing segments like that, and I'm like, it wasn't really feeling it at first until we kind of just. It was actually the episode where we were supposed to talk about the alcohol that we kind of just threw that off to the side, and we were like, hey, do you want to just kick it tonight?
You want to just talk?
Yeah. And from there, it's just been chatting.
Yeah. And aside from the hiatus, it's been sort of therapeutic in a way, aside from the...
Very, very much so. Yeah, I would agree. But I think that was a pretty good closing. We're going to try and be a little bit more consistent now that things are kind of getting a little bit more on track. I can't say that we'll have a set schedule of release, but we'll get an episode to you as soon as we can and kind of just keep going that way.
It'll have to be late. It is called The Late Show with T and J.
It's late-ish now. It's winter late.
The release, that varies.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because I'm not going to stay up again. All right, everybody. Thank you again for stopping by and checking us out, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and one quick thing. Remember, John Cook.
Nigga.
You know him.
Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Send him my way.